Imagine that night. Potiphar comes home from work. You know, he oversees the prison. And he says, honey, you're not going to believe what happened today. Now, let me back up, because Joseph had been a slave in Potiphar's house. And apparently Joseph was handsome, capable, trustworthy. In fact, Potiphar trusted him with everything. Everything. But Potiphar's wife, she desired Joseph. And day after day, she tried to wear him down. Sleep with me, again and again. Joseph refused. Until one day she cornered him when no one else was around. Grabbed him and tried to pull him to herself. But Joseph, he was prepared, because he slipped out of his coat and he got away. Joseph lost his coat, but he did not lose his character. And Potiphar's wife was insulted that this slave would dare not give in to her desires. Remember this: rejected temptation often turns into offended accusation. When Potiphar came home, she claimed, Joseph tried to rape me today, and here's his coat to prove it. Well, of course, Potiphar believes his wife, and so he throws Joseph into his prison for 13 years. Potiphar's wife probably thought, well, that takes care of that, but she didn't realize our God keeps receipts. In time, Joseph became known, even in prison, for his integrity, even as someone who could interpret dreams. One day, Pharaoh had a dream, and no one could interpret it. That is, no one but Joseph. And when he did, Pharaoh was delighted. He not only pardoned Joseph, he made Joseph the prime minister of Egypt, second only to Pharaoh himself. That brings me back to the evening we're talking about. Potiphar comes home and says, guess what, honey? Guess what happened at work today? What? Well, we had some organizational changes. In your prison? No, in the whole empire. Did you get a promotion? Do you remember that slave named Joseph that you said tried to rape you? Yes, why? Well, today, Pharaoh not only pardoned him, he made him prime minister. And fun fact, I now work for him. At that point, I can imagine Potiphar's wife spitting her coffee across the table. Because you see, the man she falsely accused, God publicly vindicated. People may lie about you, and their lies may seem to win for a while, but our God keeps receipts. This is the lesson. God can do more with integrity in a prison than deceit in a palace.
The Bible is full of wisdom and hope. Subscribe, like, and share. Be a blessing to everyone.